This video describes a couple of bug fixes and enhancements that have been made to my rolling ball clock that's seen here. If you downloaded the STL files from MyMiniFactory after watching this video, you have nothing to worry about. All of these fixes have already been rolled into the zip file that's included on MyMiniFactory. So this video is only for some of the early adopters that may have inadvertently received some buggy files. So if you're one of the early adopters, I apologize, but the fixes are relatively minor. So I'll go over those in this video. Hi everyone, I'm Steve and I design 3D printed clocks. And this is my latest clock, the rolling ball clock, available on MyMiniFactory. Links are down below. The two bugs that were inadvertently released affect ball drop 9 and the toggle lever. This is a relatively small file, so it's easy to reprint. The original release of ball drop 9 was too big on the Z height, and that shows up right here. If the Z height of this gear is too tall, it binds in the frame. The fix is either reprint this gear, or you can just trim off 2 millimeters from the height of ball drop 9 if you've already printed it, just so that there should be a little bit of end shake on all of these gears within the frame. So 2 millimeters reduction in height. So ball drop 9 becomes the same Z height as ball drop 5. These two edits only affect people that downloaded an older zip file. If you downloaded a zip file after watching this video, you're good. If you have the old file, just go back to MyMiniFactory, log in, and download another copy. You can always download fresh versions. The other two changes are really just enhancements. The first enhancement is I added extra copies of the spiral lifter with different size center holes. That's for builders outside the US that may not have access to half-inch EMT conduit. If you have half-inch EMT conduit, the 18 millimeter version of the spiral lifter is a pretty good fit. Otherwise, find any size metal tubing between 15 and 20 millimeters that's available in your country, and then print the spiral lifting components that are the appropriate size. So that's just an enhancement if you need it. The next enhancement is a change I made while I was writing the assembly guide. This is the original frame H and the dial, where component H1 connects directly to the bottom of the dial frame component H2. And I decided it would look better to move the connection to the inside of the dial as shown here. So it's really just an enhancement, and it uses one screw from the back, and that's the pictures that are shown in the manual, and instead of 2 screws from the bottom. And so if you've already printed this version of the dial, I'm sure you figured out how it connects because the 2 screw locations are pretty obvious. And the escapement will fit. The only change if you have the old dial is the arbor is 3.5 inches long. On the updated version, the arbor for the escapement is only 3 inches long, so that's a slightly shorter arbor. And you can use either one. If you've printed the old version, just use the 3.5 inch long arbor and the escapement that comes with that release. So that's just a quick summary of a couple of bug fixes. If you're an early adopter, thank you for your support, and sorry to have to release a couple of changes. Hopefully you find those to be relatively minor. Really just these 2 files are must-haves. I'll probably delete this video in a couple of weeks because all new downloads will have what you see here, and they'll have the corrected files. So thanks for watching.